Majuba. We pay homage, it's the Ilajuba. We seek the great spirit's approval, manifesting the ancestral maneuver. As the Orishas move you, my child, let me speak to your spirit. You warriors calling a little louder, I want you to hear it. Just face it, don't fear it. Your mirror reflection, revere it. Shadow work, you will clear it. Just the seasons will change. You are called to rise. Open your eyes, realize, rearrange. It's not a game, press past through your pain. We are not mediocre nor mundane. You are great now, claim your new name. Break free from the chains. I just want you to see through and see true. See yourself as all of the mind sees. The God in you, manifest your breakthrough. Standing tall, seeing life from a bird's eye view. While manifesting your Odu. We keep it real life and reveal. It's all in me, my destiny. I will find, follow, fulfill my destiny. I will find, follow, fulfill. Majuba, we pay homage, it's the Ilajuba. We seek the great spirit's approval, manifesting the ancestral maneuver. As the Orishas move you. Mojuba, we pay homage, it's the Ilajuba.
Caro, good morning. Caro, Cabo, good to see everyone in TikTok world up here, Facebook, YouTube. This is a little Fakola Davidin Ka Ifa Temple, and this is our Ile Ijuba Ifa Temple service. We do this every Sunday. We teach about Odu, character, Ifa, Orisha, Irumole. And we do it in a user-friendly way so that people can understand Ifa and apply the principles to their life. All right, so we begin. Let us begin with prayer. All right. Ola do Mario Ifa Ojire Orumila. We call on you. Jogbe, he hears people please and set please. He hears people please and proof please. He talks people and so that talks completely absorbed. He hears people please and set please. Name Ifa. He hears people please and proof please. Is the name of Eshwata. He talks people and so that talks completely absorbed. Name of Shanla. Or Shanla, you the person most human beings. Person most one cannot felt in person. Strike frogs and since rainfall. Wolf frogs and since downpour. It is whatever the accurate do point. You tells us or the thick steps, whatever the big rat tells us or the thick steps, all what I tell you, if I please accept and approve them. If I would call on you at this time, we ask that you would support us, guide us, direct us, protect us, and keep us safe. Rete Alajeo, Ola Tutu, cool dignity is the name given to Ifa. Sweet dignity, Ola is the name given to Odu. Ola, soft dignity is the name given to Oshun. When the three of you gathered to design my identity in Orun, you did not design it for imprecation chances to have power to kill me or any of us, or for incantation users to kill us, or for spellcasters to kill us, or for cutlass wielders to kill us, or for guntrotters to kill us, or for wizards to kill us, or for witches to kill us. Those who do not know that when you three designed my identity in Orun, you did not do it to let anyone have power over me. Do not let them have power to kill me. The three of you are one Lord. Death does not consume pepper, any unnatural death caused by man. Do not let it kill us. Afflictions do not eat onions. Do not let us be afflicted throughout our lifetime. Pestilence does not consume Eri spice. Do not let any of us be afflicted with pestilence. Do not let any of us have stroke. Do not any of us become crippled. Do not let gun-trotters, cutlass wielders, spellcasters, do not let any of them use those things against any of us. For we do not use cutlass to cut into creeping melon seed plant. Ifa, please let me be given my respect at all times. The snail is used for peace and softness and harmony. All evils that human beings direct against me, let it be neutralized in my body. For only coolness and peace do we find in Otutupon Ifa Habib. It is the guinea fowl which authorizes me to have peace of mind. All evils of this world, Ifa, please turn it to peace and convenience for me. Irete Tutu, Irete Laje has decreed that all evils, all evil people, all evil mechanisms shall bow their heads before me. Ashe. Ifa, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We ask that you would continue to push away death, push away sickness, push away cases, controversies, ward off fights, litigation, losses in our fights, ward off witchcraft and negative energy from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity. Ifa, please move my ego out of the way so that we can hear words of Ifa. Ima kami mene ama, Ima kami mene ano, Ima kami mene adeloko. Etamole tori Ifa lonini, mbora timpanini. Ene banami, ahun ati Ifa lelejo. Ifa, please support us. God, direct and protect and keep us safe. Oshe Aruela, Tiny of the Peter Tuba, the stripe of a chameleon is not big enough to this headgear. Had it been enough to this headgear, I would have taken it home and it's on my head with it. These P5 decorations to Aruela, we're going on spiritual mission to Dublin. We're going over the same time, consult and make rich crown Aruela, respect and the Jiblin. Oshe Aruela, is a good awo. Oshe Tura, I kick it in baggy sa. I try to chop against the tree cast spot for a moon. You see, and I check from a little one. If anyone tells you you should be wealthy, surely be wealthy. I kick it in baggy sa. In the mouth of one, I dip on share. In the mouth of an awo. If anyone should have joy, you should surely have joy. I kick it in baggy sa. In the mouth of one, I dip on share. In the mouth of an awo. If anyone should have victory, you surely have victory. I kick it in baggy sa. In the mouth of one, I dip on share. In the mouth of an awo. To Essie, may it be so, surely shall it be. Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Gbogbo tí mo bá màmá wí o, ìlú mọ̀lẹ́ ó bà. Ifá ó bà o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Àṣẹ o. Bí mo dúró, tí mo súre, bí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí mo súre, bí mo kúnlẹ̀, tí mo súre. Bí mo jókòó tí mo súre, ìrètí mo tún ti bọ́. Orí àní làrúrà ìyá ni ọ́, orí àní làrúrà ìyá ni. Mojúlọ mi ò fà wá mórí, orí àní làrúrà ìyá ni. Àṣẹ o, bòbòrè chazu, Ifá ò bá lọ́rùn. Àtìbàjájú, Ifá ò bá lọ́rùn. Ó ṣe àrò ìlà Ifá ti bọ́. O Lord Umari and the divinities, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, shelter. We thank you for all the things that you have provided for us. We ask that you would continue to ward off all death, ward off all sickness, cases, controversy, wars and fights, challenges, all the mishaps in the way. We ask that you would move them out of the way so that we can maintain long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, healing, joy, peace of mind, and all good things of life. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Abota. Thank you all so much for joining us once again. This is Oluo Fakola de Edinkai Temple. I want you to like and share because this is going to be a really important sermon for all of us today. Really, really, really important and poignant at this time. So I'm going to take a pause for the cause and let y'all like and share. Send it to your friend. Send it to some of the family, some of the folks who might need to hear information about relationships, right? So take a moment. I think it's raining. Wonderful. a beautiful day. All right, y'all. Like and share. All right, so let's jump into this. So the question is, why do good people keep choosing the wrong people? And I want to start by saying this sermon is not about bad people and making um, uh, people who are toxic, put them on alert and saying, watch out for toxic people. No, this sermon is asking the question, why do intelligent, spiritual, kind-hearted individuals repeatedly ignore the same warnings? Good people do not keep choosing the wrong people because they're foolish. They keep choosing the wrong people because they allow desire, loneliness, self-esteem, attraction, potential, and emotion overpower their observation. A good heart is a blessing, but a good heart without discernment becomes a liability. Everyone asks, why do bad people keep finding me? And that's the wrong question, y'all. Bad people find everybody. Manipulators find everybody. Users find everybody. Narcissists find everybody. The real question is, why do I keep opening the door? Why do I keep ignoring what I see? Why do I keep talking myself out of the truth? Ifa is teaching us that most disasters do not arrive without a warning. Most problems don't come without you getting a hint. That is Ifa. The warning usually arrives first and then the disaster comes after. Let's look at the Odu. Ogbate, Ifa says, the stream is wise. The broken calabash is equally wise. The broken calabash does not want the stream to submerge it. Whenever it is morning time, the broken calabash will flow gingerly on the stream water. These Ifa's decorations to Iye, who is the child of Olokun Seniade when she was in search of an ideal husband. Before long, not too far, join us in the midst of abundant Ire. So this is the story of Iye. She was the daughter of Olokun Seniade, one of the other Olokun, because there are at least 3. She was ready for marriage, and she was advised to offer Ebo when she went to cast Ifa to see about a spouse. She was advised to offer Ebo, and she refused to comply because she felt that she was wise enough to pick her own husband. So she fell in love with the guy, and his name was Akuko, the rooster. She soon learned that Akuko was very lazy, and he was content on being mediocre. He was like a couch potato, and he just didn't want to do very much. She tried to change Akuko, but it didn't work. So she left him. Then she fell in love with Odidere. Odidere was the parrot. And the parrot was a compulsive gossiper. You know how a parrot will repeat everything. And that was the nature of Odidere. He talked too much. He revealed all their secrets. And one day, Iye left him and she went to the market. And when she went to the market, she met a man. And his name was Aroni. She fell in love at first sight. And she decided she was going to go home with Aroni. When you think about this, it's like a person going home with a person from the club, right? It's like a person falling in love with potential, right? So as she fell in love with Aroni, she decided she was going to become Aroni's wife. People saw her following him, this complete stranger, and they kept warning her. All she saw was Aroni's physical attributes, and he was an attractive man. She followed him into the forest. Unknown to Iye, Aroni was a hideous spirit. His entire body consisted of just a head. So coming into the market, Aroni had borrowed his arms from the Apa tree. He borrowed his legs from the Iroko tree. He borrowed his eyes from the Oriro tree. And as they walked through the forest, Aroni then began to remove his limbs. He gave it back to Iroko tree. And Iye was looking. He removed his limbs and gave them all back to the owners. By the time Aroni gave the Oriro tree his eyes, Iye had left, and Aroni was rolling around on the ground. The next morning, she went to the home of Babalawo. She asked him to cast Ifa for her, because at this point, she had reached the point where she had hit the wall. When Iye got to the home of the Babalawo, she witnessed how this Babalawo bathed all his children. He prepared food for them. He prepared them for the day. Then he did his morning prayer. She witnessed the Babalawo as he settled his debts for the day before even calling her in for the Ifa consultation. And she was impressed by the character of this man. By this time, she had decided that she wanted to entertain dating this Babalawo and possibly marry him. So as they were casting Ifa, she asked quietly, "Is this the man?" The Babalawo casted the Odu, and Ogbeate showed. He told her that she had just met a man that she should marry. Ifa also said that she was an Apwetebi, which means that she was a wife of Ifa, a woman who needed to be married to a Babalawo, and told her that she should be given Ide Ifa. She explained to the Babalawo that she was asking about him. And of course he was taken aback. But they eventually followed Ifa's recommendations. And later on, they dated, and eventually they became married. Soon after, she then became the mother of children. What is Ifa saying? Our first point is this: do not fall in love with who a person could be. Iye and Aroni. Iye's greatest mistake was not choosing Aroni. Her greatest mistake was choosing the version of Aroni that existed in her imagination. Aroni appeared beautiful. Aroni appeared complete. He appeared impressive, but everything was borrowed. His appearance was borrowed. This is like social media experience when you see a person on social media and they take a picture in front of the Lamborghini. They take a picture in front of the helicopter. They take a picture with this body. But it's often bought or borrowed. His presentation was borrowed. Many people are dating representatives today. They are dating potential. They're dating promises and possibilities. They're dating who they hope somebody becomes and not who they actually are. Potential, y'all, is not character. The person you choose to marry is not the promise. The person you marry is a sum total of their patterns. Let us look at this Ifa. Oshe Niwo Ifa says the cutlass is it that after weeding the grass, it washes its handle in the rain. Ifa's message for Apena when going to become the husband of Erelu, he was advised to offer Ebo, but he failed to comply. We cannot say that Erelu had not tried enough. Erelu was the one who cooked to kill her husband. In this Odu, Erelu cooked food and inadvertently poisoned Apeda. Ifa is saying that this relationship could be problematic because this woman could do something that could possibly jeopardize the life of this man. She could do something and put his taboo in his food inadvertently. The next point is do not ignore what you saw. Don't ignore it. What am I saying? You need to observe the person you're dating. Do not do not look at them quickly. Look at them in a long way, because this individual may be responsible for aspects of your life, and if you have taboos, they can violate those taboos that can kill you. Do they put taboo things in your life? Do they put taboo things in your food? Do they live in an environment that is toxic or an environment that is taboo to you? Take your time and move with caution and care when choosing. The tragedy of this Ifa, this Odu, is that danger announces itself before it arrives. Most people do not miss red flags. What they do is they excuse the red flag. The liar lied before the betrayal. The gossiper gossiped before the scandal. The selfish person was selfish before the abandonment. The warning came first. Most heartbreak begins with a warning that gets explained away. Like, I saw this happen, but she was too cute. He was too handsome. I saw it, but I looked and thought against it. Let us look at Ikameji. Ifa says, Agba stays and manages the forest with other forest members. Ijokun stays and manages the plain with other plain members. Kiki is it, who stays and manages Oyo Ajaka with other Oyo indigenes. These were Ifa's declarations to Olowere, who shall become betrothed to Oko from you. He was a viceroy for Ebo. He later complied. Please invite Agba and Ijokun to help pull Oko back to the domain of Olowere. And this Odu, from birth Oko, the boat. Ifa had advised the family to give Oko to Olowere for marriage. And Ifa stressed that it was in the water that Oko would thrive, no other place. Ifa warned her parents, must never allow her to be given to anyone else. And once she was married to Olowere, she should never be advised to leave him. What happened? When Oko was old enough, she married Olowere. The two flourished together. One day, a small misunderstanding occurred between Olowere and Oko. And this small misunderstanding got big. How did it get big? The friends of Olowere told him that Oko was arrogant and full of herself. They told him to call Oko's bluff and let her see what it felt like to be by herself. They told Olowere to put Oko in her place. On the other side, Oko's friends told her that she could be doing bad all by herself, and that Olowere was not the best that she could do. She could do much better. So Oko packed her things and left. Oluwari's friends told him to let her go. Don't ask her to stay. As soon as the separation was solidified, the lives of both Oko and Oluwari began to go down. Oluwari felt empty and isolated. Oko became dry and lean. The both were crying and suffering. When the family of Oko saw what happened, they knew exactly what the issue was. They told her, go and cast Ifa. She went for Ifa consultation, and Ikameji came as the Odu. They were advised to offer a bow, and they complied. And what did they do? They pulled Oko back to Oluwari. What is this saying? The third point, sometimes the wrong people aren't who you date. Sometimes the wrong people are who you're listening to. Oko and Oluwari flourished together. Then outsiders got involved. Friends started talking, families started talking, spectators talked. Soon, two happy people became two miserable people. You ever heard about don't share relationship with people who aren't in relationships? And also ever heard that you should only solve your relationship issues with your partner and not involve other people and outside influence? One of the greatest destroyers of relationships is outside influence. Everybody has advice, but few people have wisdom. Never allow people who are not living your life to make decisions about your future. Let us talk about this Odu, Ika Okan. Ifa says, one finger entered the palm oil. When the finger reached the surface of the palm oil, it spread to the other part. This was the Ifa cast for Ojokan, the scorpion, an important member of the insect family. She was advised to offer a bow. When Ojokan struck with her genital, pandemonium erupted everywhere. Ifa is saying here that there is need for this person to be very careful with a particular woman. And in this woman could lead to this man's untimely death. What is Ifa saying? Point number 4. Good people underestimate small poisons. One of the reasons good people choose the wrong people is because they choose the wrong people because they only look at obvious dangers. They ask, is this person attractive? Is this person, do we get along? Do we have chemistry? But they fail to ask the question, what habits are attached to this person? What spirit follows this person? What patterns follow this person? What drama follows this person? In this Odu, Ifa says the palm oil started with one finger. The contamination spread everywhere. That is the lesson of Ika Okan. Ojokan, the scorpion, looked like one small problem. One small tiny little sting, one small issue, one small flaw, but the small flaw eventually affected everything around her. Ifa is teaching that some people carry hidden poison. Not always poison in a physical sense. Poison in their character, poison in their habits, poison in their mindset, poison in their addiction and unresolved trauma and destructive behaviors. When you join yourself to that kind of a person, the poison eventually spreads in your life. Many people say everything else about them is wonderful except what? Except they lie, except they cheat, except they gossip, except they're irresponsible, except they are violent, except they are manipulative. The problem is that people underestimate the power of one unresolved issue. The problem that looks small while dating becomes enormous in marriage. Never fall in love with a person's strengths while ignoring the thing that can destroy you. This is exactly what happened to Iye and Ogate. She saw Aroni's appearance, his attractiveness, his image. She never investigated what was beneath that image. The problem was not what she saw. The problem was what she failed to see. Aroni's hidden nature was more important than his physical beauty. Aroni borrowed his beauty. The scorpion hid her poison. Different Odu, same lesson. Nothing, not everything dangerous looks dangerous at first. A person's hidden character is more important than their visible charm. Some of you are praying, God send me someone. But Ifa is asking you, will you recognize that person when they arrive? Because good people often focus on attraction, emotion, excitement, and potential. While wisdom focuses on patterns, consistency, responsibility, and character. A beautiful face can hide a scorpion. A handsome smile can hide a scorpion. A powerful title can hide the poison of a scorpion. A spiritual reputation can hide that poison. And one scorpion can poison an entire future. Good people are not destroyed because they are bad. Good people are destroyed because they ignore small warnings, small poisons until those poisons become big enough problems. The final point is this. Good people often try to save people who don't want to change. Iye kept encountering people whose flaws were obvious. Akuko is the name, but it is more so the character of a person. The rooster, he was lazy. Odidere is the parrot. That is the name, but it identifies the character of a person. Odidere couldn't stop talking. Yet she stayed with both of them, hoping she could change them, hoping there would be a different outcome. Many people are not in love. They are on a rescue mission. You cannot heal someone who is committed to their own dysfunction. Compassion is only a gift, but becoming someone's savior is a trap. So, some of you came here looking for better relationships. You went to Ifa, you got initiated, you came and you cast Ifa looking for a better relationship. But Ifa is offering you something greater than a relationship. Ifa is offering you discernment. Because discernment will find the right relationship. Discernment will find the right business partner and the right elders to listen to and the right friend to befriend. The problem is not that bad people exist. The problem is that good people keep giving bad people access. Iye's life changed when she stopped choosing appearances and started observing character. Some of you don't need another sign. You need better eyes. Some of you don't need another relationship. You need better discernment, because a good heart can attract anyone. But wisdom will decide who gets to stay. Let's use wisdom. Aboru Aboye. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Also, please add where you are coming from in the chat. Thank you for joining us again. I have a couple of announcements. One, if you are interested in being part of our Ifa teaching program, the Omo Awo program, if you are initiated to Ifa, if you are not initiated to Ifa, we would like to have you to educate you and to help you to learn the priesthood. So those of you who are interested, please reach out. You can contact me at 323-244-1133. Also, if you like what we're doing, please, please, please share donations so that we can keep going. Along with that, I want you all to be aware that the Ifa Odun, the New Year has happened. We will be offering the Ebo for the New Year on the 27th. I believe the 27th is a Saturday, the last Saturday of this month. So we'll be offering that Ebo. If you would like to participate in it, it will be, I will post the amount, but if you are interested, please, please, please join us and let me know. I will put the flyer out today. So we'll be offering Ebo for the New Year to support and bless our families throughout the year. We'll be feeding Ifa, excuse me, and we'll be feeding the divinities. Okay, so we'll do that Ebo. If those of you, any of you who would like to support, help, we're in McDonough, Georgia, and we'll be doing it here at our farm. So please, please, please join us. We'll make the flyer available today. All right. Trying to figure out if there's anything else. Let me check the calendar. Okay. All right. The title boom will be week after next. So let me go to the shout outs. Abara Boy, James, good to see you. Maisha, good to see you. Abo Shisha Boto Bean Ricks, good to see you. All right. Katie, the Bell, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Barbara Powers, for your donations and your support. All right. Thank you. Ashe, yes it is. Thank you so much. Yeah. And those of you who are on TikTok will be on TikTok for a little bit longer just to respond to questions. North Carolina in the house. Shout out North Carolina. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely perfect timing. All right. Good to see you. Sure, yes. Thank you for contributing. Rooted, sustained. All right. All right, so rooted and sustained. If you want to discuss that question, go on to the TikTok. We'll talk a little bit more there. The TikTok is under my name, Jason Ifakolade on TikTok. So come there and we'll chat it out. All right. Thank you all so very much. If you want to contribute or contact us, the number is 323-244-1133. And that is how you can reach us and find all the information. I'm going to be posting the flyer for our Odun Ifa. We'll be washing Ifa. We'll be feeding Ifa. And we'll be offering Ebo of the Odun. So please let us know. All right, so let us close. Olodumare, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We ask you to continue to support us, to continue to ward off all death, ward off sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses in our advice. Give us the ashe, empower us throughout the week. Help us to go out this week from this sermon fulfilled and filled with good ashe and good energy so that we can make better choices to benefit our life. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Agboto. Thank you all so much. We will see you next week. I believe next week is Father's Day. We'll have a special message for the brothers. Aboshishe, Agboto.